Quick update on my case, technically the case of me and my children. In regards to quite a few things, there's been some updates. Believe it or not, after the trial, there was a couple motions that were filed specifically by me as well as opposing counsel. Like, hey, this stuff is not accurate to what we agreed to. Long story short, came back and filed a couple motions in regards to fraud against the court and intrinsic fraud. So the kid's mom said that she needed all of this money and all of this support, and she wasn't in a supportive relationship. Under oath, had all these things testified to, even on the affidavit. And then, what do you know, just a couple months later, she buys a house for $917,000 in Pinellas with this paramour, who is now, I guess you could say, partner, because we have the legal divorce going through, but no paper with the divorce decree. So the person who said, hey, I need all of this money, and this person who is my children's father, who is declared civilly indigent, he should pay me over $40,000 for things that were made up. They took a GoFundMe that was all spent on the vehicle for my daughter, took some other things and said, you know what, we're not going to look at his current income. We're only going to look at 2020 all the way back to 2014. That's another violation. So we got someone who says not only they need money, but they just bought a house almost worth $1 million, hasn't released the other house. And then they said, hey, I'm not pregnant, and it shows up, hey, you're actually 3 months pregnant by the time we're in trial. In addition to, you bought a house with someone who said that they don't live with you. Now, here's another kicker. When it comes to the money used to purchase the first home, they say, hey, it's non-marital funds. There's no proof of that. There's just a declaration. And there's a wire transfer for $60,000 that, long story shorter, the opposing counsel wants to strike and suppress so that when we go to appeal, which has been filed for, they can say, oh, no, don't look at that. It's not within the docket of the case. And the reason that I smile is because these fools, and when I say these fools, I'm really being nice, not trying to be mean, but these fools don't know the God that I serve, that we serve. This is the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego that was with them in the fire, didn't smell like smoke. This is the God of Daniel in the lion's den, who sent angels to shut the mouths of the lions. And King Darius said, I know God will deliver you. This is the God of David, who slew the giant, the God of Moses, the God of Abraham, like the God of Jehoshaphat, who had singers go before the camp, and God set ambushes in front of them. So the biggest thing that they're doing and saying is, hey, if this guy files anything else, because those motions that I filed were serious. I also filed a motion to disqualify opposing counsel because it's fraud. Like, he knows about this and he's helping the petitioner continue to lie. Nothing new there. So all of these motions were like, oh, crap. Not only does this make the judge look bad because it was her brand new first day on the job for family law, not other law. She didn't know the statutes and admitted to that on record and said, hey, to opposing counsel, you're going to have to help me out with this best interest statute that I kept quoting. I was like, Your Honor, based upon the best interest you need, or that statute, you got to hear this testimony. No, we're not going to hear the witness testimony because they don't know about financials. Okay. I know the truth. I know the God that I serve. And now the threat is, hey, if you file anything else, we're going to send you to jail for several days. Now the threat is, hey, you can't file anything else unless an attorney looks at it first. None of the things were frivolous, nor were they vexatious. And you got to understand that your adversary, Satan, is the accuser of the brethren. Many times he'll accuse you of the things that he's been doing. The case now is going to, at least I filed my appeal to the 6th District Court of Appeals. That's here in Lakeland. And the goal is to just have the truth heard. And at the end of the day, whatever happens, it's in Jehovah Shaphat's hand. That is the God who judges. I think we're in a very interesting time where darkness is getting rattled. And they're going, what the heck? You're not playing by our rules and you're not afraid of us. You see, this is the same legal system that sick dogs on people just for saying, hey, I want to drink from this water fountain. This is the same legal system that beat people, hung them, and killed them simply because they talked back or because they allegedly whistled at a woman. This is the same legal system that would open a jail cell and let a whole mob come and take someone out of it to murder them. This is the same legal system that didn't know what happened to these 5 people that went to Alabama. Where'd their bodies go? We don't know. So my hope and my faith and my strength is not in man, but in God. And sometimes God will bring you through into the fire to give him glory and to make you more like him. You see, if they hated him, why would they not hate us? Are we greater than our master? So for you, I would like you to share this message. The messages that I'm about to post, share it. Hopefully, maybe Governor Ron DeSantis can get involved. But there is a lot of audits. There's a lot of inspection that needs to be done in regards to the way that this particular judge operates, this particular attorney operates, and the bare basic facts of the case. Father, mother together, mother takes kids and money, separates, doesn't want to work together. Mother decides to file for divorce while keeping the children away, continues to play keep away with trial. Previous judge says, hey, we need to get this thing to trial. What's taking so long? We finally get to the place where I get an attorney. Her counsel says, whoa, this guy's not going to play nice with me. I'm going to back out. New guy comes in, highly dark and manipulative. Somehow gets my attorney to go, oh, I'm just going to back down and back off and let you file whatever you want without any resistance. You see, greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Sometimes God has got to get rid of those people that you want to fight with you and for you, because this mixture, this individual was or is heavily into the Masonic group, and he's compromised, unfortunately. People like to say that they're Christians, but really, and learn who their God is by the way that they respond to the threat of money being taken away, to the threat of an association being taken away. But nonetheless, these messages are not for me in my case only. It's because I've learned that there's quite a few other folks going through the same thing that presented all the proper evidence, but it's being ignored. It's being suppressed. They're being threatened with jail time simply for speaking. Well, greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. And I understand that there's a calling for us to speak the truth and to be light, salt and light. So intimidation has never worked with me. I'm very, very used to bullies, very, very used to taking them down. And I need your help to make me kind of the focal point to get this voice heard for families everywhere. Not just fathers, there's mothers included in this as well. Understanding, whoa, these judges at the lower courts are ruling based upon bias, not based upon law, based upon the good old boy system, not based upon law. You see, I get this idea into my head, and I'm not trying to be mean, but this fat kid that really can't play the game, so they keep changing the rules all the time so that they can win. And once you learn how to play the game, even with the way that they change the rules, knowing that they're going to change the rules, and you start beating them and start actually getting some points on the board, this kid starts to get irritated. And that's family law. Continue to stand firm in the Lord. You can't fight it with your mouth, with cursing, with acting a fool. Some of y'all need to tighten up with the way you present yourself. If you can't speak without cursing every 5 seconds, maybe you don't need to speak at all, because you damage the brand, you damage the image. I don't care what your mama, your daddy told you. I guarantee if you get some therapy, all that's going to stop. Not just some, quite a bit. We need to present a unified voice as well as image and let the world, not just the United States, world know you're not going to play with our children anymore. How would you call it? Practitioners of darkness in high places. There are some people that really don't like children and they hate them. Some people that don't have a problem sacrificing them, metaphorically or literally. So we need all of us to unite with sharing the message. I'm okay with being the voice, but I won't back down, no matter what.